everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. You know what? It's time to do a Lost Run. The streak is over. I forgot that I didn't forget that the streak ended, believe you me, it's been haunting my dreams, but this is my standard 20 minutes or 30 minutes of Lost. And actually, the last two times we've done this, it's been kind of a good luck charm. We rattled off that 50 streak. I'll do a post-mortem of that run soon. And we did like a 25 streak just before that as well. So I seem to have a pretty good correlation from... or between, I should say, oh, the speed down is very dangerous, with beating the Lost and then starting the streak. It's like a nice little palate cleanser and refresher. Obviously, we're going to be a little afraid here, but I do have the speed necessary to get away. I actually love the idea, not necessarily the execution, but I love the idea of Taurus as a Lost item. I think it should be viable, but we need a little bit more speed first. Obviously, thank God we can fly, but yeah, how do I feel about that streak ending? It is sad. I think even with the soy milk pickup, we could have made it. And it's my own fault that we didn't. At least it's not the haunt. The widow will die to Taurus here. Man, I wanted to say Gemini and then made a little bit of a mental note. Hey, don't make that mistake again. Just want to avoid conversation a little bit until this Taurus pops. That way I don't accidentally miss any seconds of it. But we will, like, definitely kill everything with it when it comes out. Yeah, to a certain extent it comes down to the obvious. Obviously stem cells is not very good. Obviously, if we had not taken soy milk, we would have won. But if we come down to it philosophically, I like playing absurdly. That took all my mental energy to actually dodge that one. I like playing absurdly, and I'm glad we didn't compromise. I'm glad we didn't just go out, you know, like a total idiot, like on a super one run, then just taking really ridiculous damage. Instead, we said, hey, this will be fun, and we took it and we lost. Was it any more fun? No, it was not, but hey, that's the risk. And if it's always going to come down to, you know, being absurd versus playing well or getting good results, I'm more of the absurd kind of guy. I think we got to accept that. I've grown to accept that, and if a 50 streak has to end for that, so be it. You know, this will be our last really good crack. It won't even be a crack at like a 100 streak, I think. I'm trying to think about how many days there will be until Rebirth comes out. It comes out at the end of next month. Yeah, we might not even have time to start or to rattle off an incredible streak, but I'll tell you what, maybe if we're sitting at like 70 and we're a week before Rebirth comes out, I'll just bash out as many as or Afterbirth, sorry, I'll bash out as many as I can. Any people asking me, do you have Afterbirth yet? Shut up, Northern Lion, I know you already have Afterbirth. I do not have Afterbirth. Of course, if I had it, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you that I had it, but I also wouldn't open up an episode by saying, you know, by bringing it up. I wouldn't open it up and be like, everyone's always telling me I have Afterbirth. I don't have Afterbirth, but I actually do. No, I do not have it. I'm content, you know. I did have Rebirth for a little while pre-release, and I avoided playing it very much to keep some spoilers for myself, you know, so I would be fresh going in, because I understand where I stand on the Rebirth totem pole. I understand that I am... oh, range down. Are you a wizard, really? I understand that I am not, I'm not, you know... I don't want to talk about that one. That was really bad. I was like, I can make it, but I didn't really, I guess, internalize that the Taurus speed downgrade was going to be so bad. My own fault, though, my own fault. Yeah, I understand that I'm the guy who plays absurdly and sometimes pulls out great plays. You know, once every 50 or 60 runs, pulls off a run that you would not have expected to succeed. The reason I'm salty about that last one there, I'm almost saltier over that one than I am over the 50 streak ending, is because we were so close to that deal with the devil, and that's like, there's always like a little bit of a start time, or a lag time, I should say. I don't even know why I picked these up. But yeah, we're so close to getting to that, like, the first thing that basically gives us a chance to win is the Lost, unless we have the world's luckiest curse rooms, and I blew it. But that's okay. Bit of a facepalm moment, but better to facepalm in that situation on the second floor than the second to last, I guess. Just gotta play a little bit more conservatively. Give me some slack. It has been 50 runs since I've played as the Lost. Now, I don't know if we're going to win. I'm not gonna play until I win. After we get to the half-hour mark or something on this run, I will probably slow it down or stop it if we get another death that comes after that point relatively quickly. But we're gonna try nonetheless. And honestly, I think we've had such a good track record the last couple of times. I'm hoping that we can be one of the first people to pull off that 2 streak as the Lost. I saw a post on the subreddit, and somebody said that, well, many people said, actually, there was a Rebirth streamer who got to a 3 streak as the lost. A 3 streak as the lost to me is beyond my arena of comprehension, if that makes sense. A 2 streak is implausible, but with enough time, I think, like, doable. A 3 streak is starting to get to the point of absurdity for my skill level. I think that's a more than polite way to say it about myself. But we'll... Maybe this will be the day, or maybe we won't get any lost wins on this video. I like kind of acclimating myself to the lost a little bit more because I'm pretty confident that when Afterbirth comes out, we'll probably have to do some more losty stuff, but we'll find out. I'm going to use our bomb back here to try to open this Tinted Rock. Obviously, Nearsighted Friend is a shit draw for us, but we can live with it. Is there not a... Yeah, there was a Tinted Rock in here. Okay. We can live with it. Maybe we'll get BFF later and it'll benefit from it. But we probably won't. As far as Speedball goes, I'm happy to have the extra speed. Now, if only we could get the Taurus pickup. Oh, one of these is a book. Or a library, I should say. We'll use our key to open this one. We get Satanic Bible. I was hoping for Book of Belial, obviously. We get a Chariot. We get 2 Chariot cards. Well, Satanic Bible's not worth anything for us, but... the Chariot card could be if we find ourselves on a particularly difficult room, so I'm happy about this. I don't know why I sound like a character from Garth Marenghi's Dark Place again. So what happened with you and this Renwick customer? Well, this is a tempting room to use that Chariot card on. Now this room is full of all sorts of goodness that we can't take advantage of as well. We need some keys is what I'm pretty quickly learning here. This will be my Chariot card. I think this will be a little trickier than the boss fight. No consumable drops. Still waiting on... I mean, a key is number 1, but the bombs could also be extremely valuable. And there's a key. Okay. So we're going to pull our way back up here, open this up. I almost hope to get a repeat of what we got in our item room on the 2nd floor last time. Bob's Curse. 5 bombs would be nice. $3 bill is very, very risky. I took it because I take it. And that's just the way it goes. But I gotta admit, I'm scared about, like, a Fire Mind pickup. We have to be very cautious. If we have Fire Mind, we should keep our distance if possible. But it doesn't matter, because we're gonna get 9 lives right here anyway. Guaranteed. 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 Anything in here? Red chest? 1 golden chest. Well, that makes my decision easy, fortunately or unfortunately. It's Fire Mind. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Just get them on fire. Yeah, there's our explosion. We got a health upgrade. Amazing. Amnesia. I think it's fair to say that that was a shit draw. But we're coming up close to the second floor, I should say. So our first deal with the devil. No bombs, but enough money to get something from our shop. Really hoping on those bombs. You know, a small rock could mean the world to us right now. Or even just trading the bomb for a key, you know, laundering it through the tinted rock, basically. Don't shoot. Okay, good, good, good. Plenty of space here with which to make our way. A key drop here would be very nice. Fantastic. I think I'm going to take Hive Mind. My reasoning for this, I'll admit, might be a little specious. I was thinking, which is not to say that it's centered on the human species. I don't believe that that's what specious means, but I don't know because I am an idiot. I didn't necessarily want PhD because I don't care about some of the PhD upgrades. Like, I don't care about health up, which we continually get. I guess that was already in our rotation, but I don't care about balls of steel, you know, stuff like that. So I figured we'll go for Hive Mind, and then if we become Guppy, well, that was just a shit draw there, too. If we become Guppy, that makes us even stronger. So, you might take some issue with that, and honestly, I wouldn't suggest that you shouldn't. But I do think that this was an okay decision. Alright, let's hope for a good tier effect on the Monstro fight. I can't see what it is. A little bit of a trickier dodge than expected there. It's not a good tier effect. It's concussive tier. So I guess we get a little bit of a damage bonus, but we also will confuse the AI, and confused AI is unpredictable. And that's what annoys me about this. But as long as we just, whenever it jumps, if it's confused, just stay as far away as we can possibly get, and we may find ourselves in an okay position here to not be concerned. Oh, okay, we can still follow the shadow along the ground as well. I don't want to rely on that, though. Okay, Monstro's dead. We get our first deal with the devil. We also get Screw, which is pretty good. Mom's Knife, Dark Bomb. Okay, this is very interesting. Obviously, we'll take it. I mean, there's no reason not to. Well, there is one reason not to take it. I'll pass it to the class. Can you tell me what reason you wouldn't take it? Yes, always precocious individual sitting in the front of class. That's correct. Dark Bum could pay out with unfriendly spiders that could kill me. This is still not a run that I'm very confident in. Yep, and that's our reason why there. But I was thankful to get Mom's Knife. That's not really a throw. You really need, in all likelihood, to have a good defensive option if you're going to win as the Lost. That was a good warm-up, though. Guppy's Collar. Well, there's a chance. But if we resurrect, are we going to resurrect in here? Or are we going to resurrect outside? I guess we don't need to worry about it. We'll restart. Okay, so we'll do the Lost thing where you restart and see what your items are. Pisces, I would say, is not good enough. I've got a new respect for holding R until you get a decent item. It doesn't have to be, you know, a Guppy item. It doesn't have to be, like, Holy Mantle or anything like that. I think this expedites the process of finding half-decent items, and I think gives us a chance to get a better run. But you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run, right? Okay, let's see what we got inside of our basement one here. Loki's Horns. I don't think that's good enough to start with. Not particularly bad. We're getting into the economy of scale here now. We're checking this out because if it's 9 lives, we actually can find a way to get ourselves out of there. I mean, hopefully we would get a bomb or something. There's a way to get out. I don't remember what it is. Apparently, it's never come up for me. Juicy Sack is decent, but it's not quite decent enough. And if you're saying, oh, I hate this way you play the Lost, well, luckily, this will be the last time you'll have to see it for 50 episodes. 99 bombs. I'm going to restart, but it's a little tempting. I want, like, any kind of statistical improvement would just tickle me pink. Oh! I don't think we want to fight Krampus. I don't really care if we get Lump of Coal or, hey, there we go. We'll start with Quad Shot. I don't really care if we get Lump of Coal or, Monstro's Head. That's funny. Not Monstro's Head. What the hell am I talking about? Krampus's head. Okay. I will say Quad Shot is not, like, the be-all, end-all either. It's not that fantastic, but it's really good. It's not very Lost-specific, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But it gives us a really good base for sure. And I prefer it maybe over just like a straight small damage upgrade, like you know, concussive tears or something like that. That's probably obvious though. And then particularly if we get something like Brimstone, we can use this to really blanket a room and make sure that we're not going to have much trouble killing all the enemies inside of it. Does nerf your rate of fire a little bit, but no big deal. No big deal. I'm just happy that we've got another good chance here. And open this up. That's a few consumables there. I basically, like, my Lost strategy, I used to be super anti, like, hold R. And I did it from a morale focus, which is like, you know, when you hold R like that, you get distracted, you never really get in the mode of playing the Binding of Isaac. And as a result, when you actually get a run that's half decent, I think you're more likely to lose it because you're not warmed up, is basically where I came at it. But I've moderated my stance a little bit. Now I'm like, you know what, it does basically take a specific subset of items for almost every player to beat a run as the Lost. You are gonna need one of the following, you know, Holy Mantle, 9 lives, at least Guppy's Collar or something along those lines. I don't think I'm gonna bother with experimental treatment. You need some kind of defensive item, even though I realized that on one or maybe more of our runs we didn't even get one. I think those are the rarity as opposed to the norm. So I think it's best just to increase your odds at the very least by starting next to an item room. That way you're not wasting time. I don't really want to do big room just yet. You're not wasting time, you know, running through rooms to get to an item room that might just contain something that's never going to give you a chance anyway. That's not to say that run wouldn't have Brimstone or Mom's Knife in its deal with the devil. That being said, all other things are equal. You know, your next run could have Mom's Knife or Brimstone in its deal with the devil. Or you can get Mom's Knife or Brimstone in your deal with the devil and then still get no value out of it like I did. Well, not no value, but you still die. Why not take Anarchist Cookbook? You have a point, okay? So, Anarchist Cookbook, the worst case scenario, if I picked it up, is pick it up, never use it, you know? Then it'll never hurt you. But I don't trust myself to do that. I think I would get tempted, I think I would use it, and I think I could hurt myself with it very easily. If we get Pyromaniac, I will regret my decision. But I'll also be like, oh, Pyromaniac, that's pretty good. It'll make us at least immune to bombs. We won't really be able to heal off of them. I'm starting to feel pretty good about this run. It does, to a certain extent, come down to luck of the draw for what boss we end up fighting. Not to say that it determines it, but that does, it influences it, to say the least. A fistula fight would be bad. Not undoable, but bad. A haunt fight would be less than good. A pin fight would be incredible. And the Halo is another good pickup. This is a run that is worth sticking with. And there is no tinted rock that I can see. I wanted the money, obviously, but I didn't want to get stuck there. And we can definitely afford to blow this up for champion belts. More champions, obviously, but also more damage. I think that's well worth taking. And we have a tinted rock. Be a great opportunity to get small rock. That would set us up super nicely. That's not particularly strong. One spirit heart we can't even use, but still, very happy with the way things have gone here. Let's see what we got. It is pin. This is ideal. Still entirely plausible to die. But if we could just get a defensive item, and you know where I'm talking about 9 lives. I don't need to say a defensive item as if it's like it that shall not be named. But if we can get 9 lives, this is a very doable run. Our damage is good enough for now. That's not 9 lives. We get missing page 2 and Sister Maggie. So we're going to have to survive at least one more floor without putting ourselves too much in harm's way. We're sitting at like 16 minutes, maybe halfway through our lost checks here. Don't really want to do that. I hope our secret room is adjacent to this curse room, but it will not be. That penny, you know, may or may not be worth anything, but if it's easy enough for us to get, why don't we get it? Now we begin the waiting game as the Lost, which is waiting to see when our second deal with the devil is going to show up and hoping that it's not going to be something useless like red chests with nothing in them, or red chests with spirit hearts in them, or red chests maybe in general, or ooh, I wasn't fully paying attention there. That could have been very dangerous, that troll bomb. Or a Krampus fight. We probably do not... later in the game, after we get 9 lives, hell yeah. Fight Krampus, take Krampus's head, fine by me. Lump of coal, even better. But early on here, we can't justify it. We need that defensive item first. It's too critical. Maggie's bow is useless, but might give us a nice little visual effect. Yeah, you can barely see it there, but it does exist. Good. We took out the dangerous enemy, and now we will shoot the enemies in order of increasing proximity from us. Probably the way to get to our boss fight. Any enemy that teleports or shoots a beam is something we got to get to very quickly. Like, jumping is also very dangerous for us. So we're kind of playing against the odds here. That's interesting. We're kind of playing against the odds here. What I mean by that is we don't have a very good chance of getting our deal with the devil here. I don't like to be in this situation if I can avoid it, but I can't. There's really nothing you can do about it. So just stay cool. That's going to be our priority, is getting to this deal with the devil, giving ourselves, basically just surviving. If we survive, we give ourselves the best deal with the devil chance possible as the Lost. The arithmetic is very simple. And if we get lucky, maybe we'll find a Joker card. I hate this room. Yep, yeah, that room's the worst. Okay, good try, good try. Now we enter the purgatory of holding R again. I'm not disillusioned. I'm not getting frustrated. I play as the Lost so rarely. I actually, I'm having a good time here. I think the mulligan is a pretty good start. I can live with the mulligan. We're not, that's the nature of the beast, is the Lost. We're not going to win every time we play. All we need to do is stack up 2 in a row, and then the dream is real. Now, mulligan, probably not quite as good as quad shot. People are going to be like, duh, but I actually feel like the mulligan is really nice. Especially if we could combine the items we've gotten so far. Mulligan, Halo, Champion Belt, Tears upgrade, the coat hanger I should say, and Hive Mind. We got a pretty good run there. We can fly, so we should be able to keep ourselves a nice window open here. Is Mulligan fly spawning based... First off, my favorite Magic the Gathering card. Secondly, is it based on your luck stat? I ask you so that 5 days in the future when this episode goes live, you can give me an answer. And I'll read it, and I will... Well, actually, it would be better if you tweeted it to me. And then I will say, oh, cool. And I will do my best to remember it. Because actually, if it is based on our luck stat, I would Love to see some luck upgrades. Again, we don't have any control over it. If they show, they show. If they don't, they don't. More than happy to go backwards here and get this tinted rock. Maybe a crawl space. A black market is always so amazing. That's alright. One of these days we'll get small rock there and then all will be forgiven. It'll be worth all the wasted bombs. Yep, okay, that was dumb. Still not getting frustrated. We just need to find our right item and get started here. Rome was not built in a day. But once we get, we're in like the final 10 minutes of this. Once we get into that, window, once we get out of this window, I should say, it starts to become a little bit more dangerous. Oh, I shouldn't have done that because there was an Isaac's room there, but that's okay. Libra, I don't think is worth going for here. I have to give this a try. Even if this takes a couple of minutes, I have to give this a shot. Now, the question is, what if I don't get into Isaac's room, or it sucks, and I get a shitty item? Should I go down to the next floor and just try to get to the deal with the devil? If I'm alive? I mean, this is a little bit presumptuous at this point, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Maybe it'll depend on what our boss item was. I'll admit, I don't think I'm playing that badly today. I mean, I've only been hit like 5 times on the whole run. Less, actually, but I feel like we've been a little behind. You know, we haven't really had that amazing lost potential yet. The Mom's Knife run was the closest, but still, nobody expects, I hope nobody expects, you know, Mom's Knife to equal an instant win as the Lost. Admittedly, Mom's Knife does equal an instant win as any other character, at least unless you pick up Soy Milk. But we don't need to go down that road again so soon after it has already been well trodden. Come on. I got faith. I don't even care about the item room. I mean, I'm going to go to it, obviously, but I would just much rather just prefer to get 2 more bombs so we could get into the Isaac's room and see if it's a clean room. Want to make sure that, you know, even though he's away at college, he's still keeping himself sanitary here. I hate this room. This room as the Lost, at least, is dangerous. Because the dips, they're deceptive, man. Sometimes they move like, you know, 30 pixels. Sometimes they move like 200. Okay, a key allows us to get into our shop. It just, it slowly expands the range at which we can get into Isaac's room. Because now we can get enough money, go to our shop, buy a bomb. Then we only need 2 bombs outside of the shop. And we do almost have that money right now. Yeah, there you go. Get behind these guys and then push them all the way down here. Come on. Oh, that's a bomb. Yeah, okay. And then we got 2 keys. We'll just explore because I'd rather get the bomb naturally than have to buy it from the shop. Not for any, like, weird moral reasons. That's... When did this become more beautiful than this? No, we don't need to do that with the bombs. Crystal ball. It's good. I mean, it's great, but it's good, you know? Like, it's great, but it's only good. As anybody but the Lost, this would be a pretty good first item, although I guess there's a couple of characters, Judas and Isaac. We'd probably stick with what we already had in our spacebar slot. As the Lost, I appreciate the mapping. I appreciate the potential for cards. You know, it will probably get Spirit Hearts 50% of the time or more. Anecdotally, that's what it seems like Crystal Ball pays out with, but we have a chance to get cards as well. You never know when one Joker card or, you know, Chaos card could save the day or something. Let's see what we got going on in here. It's famine. We're not going to get a bomb here, so we're going to have to buy one from the shop if it's possible. If it's not, my heart is broken. Because an orbital as the Lost, it scares me because I know my tendencies. And I have a tendency to maybe be a little too aggressive probably with our orbital play. This famine is just completely worse for wear though. He's got no idea what's up. He's in different time zone right now. Making tiny fists with his feet on the carpet. Trying to get over his 3-hour jet lag. A 3-hour jet lag doesn't really work. Now. Good. Please tell me there's a bomb in our shop. Otherwise, I'll have to launch into some air supply, you know? I'm all out of bombs. Can't get into Ike's room. I knew it was wrong. It sort of works. Been looking for a bomb. Oh, thank God. I'll admit that for a second my brain was like, no bombs. I don't know why. I just have, like, blinders on when it comes to buying bombs as a consumable. Now, please be a clean room with a black market. 6 shop items for free. It is a clean room. It is not a black market. It is just a regular chest. Why? We got a bomb out of it. That's cruel, man. We're turning Ike's room back into the computer room. We're turning his bedroom back into the computer room. And it makes good sense, it's the only way. You can sleep out on the couch until you find a place. Okay, please. Yeah, that was Frank Stallone from the Tim and Eric episode he was on. You want to fight about it? I didn't go to the curse room. I guess maybe I should have considered it, because our run is not looking like it's got great future prospects. I love how I did damage with my orbital there. Just kind of shrugged it off. Like, oh, no big deal. Inside, I'm like... Oh, yeah, let's make sure we get that money right away. It's pretty urgent. Okay. What do we got in here? Oh, Cricket's Head is playable. All right. This is how we do it. It's Friday night. I feel all right. The party's here on the west side. I forget the rest before he says designated driver, take the keys to my truck. But it's okay. This is acceptable. It's not good. Let me go that far. Like, it's not, or let me stop myself from going that far. This is not like, well, we got a chance as the Lost. This is, we've got a chance of having a chance as the Lost, which is the first step. You know, I'm not shitting on it at all. Teleport is not what we want. Kind of interesting. I'm trying to think of, like, you know, whenever you have the Lost, you gotta question your normal expected valuations for things, but yeah, let's hermit right away. I don't think the Bible gives us too much. I will buy this just to see if we get a card. Basically, it was a hell of a gamble there, but there was a chance. Not even a chance of a chance. There was a chance. Well, actually, there was a chance of a chance because there was a chance that we chanced it, got a tarot card, and then there was a chance that tarot card provided nothing of value, but you get the idea. There's our secret room. Gotta admit, Cricket's Head, letting us kill things. I like this. Our secret room. What would I be hoping to get in our secret room? Like, I guess we should really not even ask that question. We should just go for it because we're the Lost. What about the pill? Let's save that. That could be dangerous. Now, I actually feel like we have an above average setup against the Haunt right now. We got the orbitals. We got enough bombs. He's gonna shoot in a second. Yeah, he was all sorts of shook up there, though. Now, this is important. I'm gonna place some bombs down. Cross. I think it's valuable for us to beat the Haunt, so I will place my last bomb here. Forget the secret room. Because this is our deal with the devil. This is the be-all, end-all. We get Placenta, which is useless, followed by the Krampus fight. This is really bad. I don't want this to be our last run, so even if we die on this one and it's after 30 minutes of recording, I like to break the Lost runs up into 30 minutes. Not for, you know, YouTube's sake, but just because after that, you know, you've seen streams. Not that I'm naming names. Ruckly smile. I think we're better off with Head of Krampus, actually, just because we can kill a boss instantly. I'm not shit-talking Nick, I'm just saying you can get into this rut of, like, R, 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 do 2 floors, R, 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 and before you know it... that's really good, actually. Before you know it, you've been doing, like, a 6-hour stream, and I kind of feel like you pigeonhole... Not pigeonhole, what's the word I'm looking for here? You've sunk yourself, in a way, by playing so much. It's like working out, you know? In your head, you're like... Of course, yeah, we'll take Child's Heart, I guess. In your... Oh, that's so bad. Okay, we'll do it again.
Sorry.
Oh my god, you scared the Jesus out of me. She never knocks, man! The doors, at least knock on the wall or something so I know that a specter is about to approach over my other shoulder. Okay. But, yeah, I'm sad that we lost that run, but we were lacking something, obviously, from the deal with the devil. This is 9 lives, we got a chance, baby. Gimpy, we're fucked. I feel like you kind of hamstring yourself is I guess what I'm trying to go for there. Right off the bat, because after 4 hours, nothing good's gonna happen as the Lost, man. I hate to break it to you, but you've already sunk. You just don't know it yet. You're the smartest motherfucker I know, but you're too stupid to see he made up his mind 10 minutes ago. Alright. We're gonna keep this going here. What are we at? 29:58. We got time. We got time. I gotta give it at least one solid crack here. Look. I have to, this is a freebie. This is not gonna be my last one unless we get like 15 minutes in and die. I have to give the Lost Soy Milk a crack. I don't think it's going to work. I would be surprised a little bit if I lived for one room. Why won't you die? That was my terrible Austin Powers impression. Austin Powers, he's the man for you. Let's get the hell out of here. I don't like this big room, I'll tell you that much. Oh, of course, it's a big room with enemies, huh? Maybe a bomb in there? No? Okay, tears up. Tears down. The music sounds like it's teasing me. That is a sentence that does not make me feel mentally sound. But doesn't it? The music sounds like it's going like, ha, 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 ha. Oh, okay, thank God. I've been put out of my misery. We gotta give it at least, like I said, if we don't have one honest try in this video, I don't feel like we've done our all, you know? We gotta, that's a little bit, not dishonest, but, you know, what am I going for? I'm not gonna give it one honest try. We've never made it past the Caves 1 here. We gotta give it a shot. Huh? I can never re-roll myself off, right? Like, I can never re-roll myself fucking to death, is what I'm going for. Like, I can never re-roll myself into a character who's not the Lost, I hope. So this, I always say, the interesting thing about the D100 is that you can just keep re-rolling until you get a good run. You'd think I'd consider this an overpowered Lost item, maybe. I don't really, for now. Weird. Just because you need so many items, or we need so many items to reroll in order to get to a combination. Like right now, I think we have technically no items. Well, we have the D100. Yeah, so what do we reroll if we reroll the D100? I think we don't reroll anything, to be honest with you. So we have to at least survive long enough to pick up some stuff that can get rerolled. After which point, we can start to be like, okay, do we have Ipecac? Do we have, you know, Holy Mantle? Do we have this? Do we have that? I think it is a good item, possibly an amazing item. I'm not trying to exaggerate. I do believe that, though. Could possibly be an amazing item if we can live long enough to make it work. But that is the debatable part, I think. What do we have going on here? But that's the questionable part, I should say, is whether or not we live long enough to make it work. And that's why I'm not popping the D100 right now. I feel like it's just it's a waste of a charge. No, that was bad. I was really thinking that guy would have died on the shot prior to that. Ah, okay, well, we tried that one. That was not, I mean, it was an honest try, but it wasn't like a very good opportunity. But, you know, if we get to 40 minutes and we still haven't had an obvious contender, then that'll probably be where I call it, and I'll just say, you know, we have not really had a great chance over the course of this one, but I tried. And then we'll come back and we'll do, maybe like, we'll do random runs for a little while. That could be fun. Thunder Thighs is not good enough. It's not good at all, actually, for Ez the Lost. My Best Friend is not good enough. I'm really holding out for the semi-game-breaking item here. And I have a feeling 3 friendly spiders is not what I'm looking for. Okay, this could be Cricket's head. We're still gonna die on the way out, I guess. Might as well pick it up, maybe telepills. Nope, pick it up, health up. Man, these would have been pretty good if I had not been the Lost, but there's no shortage of good runs to go around when you're not playing the Lost. Mongo Baby is okay, but not good enough. This room could not convince me. This is our perfect storm right here, but Sissy Longlegs is not quite good enough for me to justify it. Man, we're getting so many rooms. I really should just stick with one and try to get to a crawl space. Tell you what, next one I will, if we get a next one. I've been squandering them so far. Well, I mean, the goat head would be great if we could somehow live. It's worth to me, I think it's worth the time to at least check these rooms, just to see. Like, if this sucks, which it does, the other room, the curse room, could still be half decent. Could teleport us to the devil room, which would give us 9 lives, possibly. But instead, it kind of blew chunks. Okay, well, pretty soon, we're gonna have to commit. Again, I don't even know if we can live this way, but we'll try. No. Well, we could have lived, but we did not. Alright, it's coming down to the wire here. I'm not really disappointed. I kind of feel like that bomb's knife run could have been it if we just survived to one more deal with the devil, which, you know, could have been 1 floor, could have been 3 floors, but I had the power within my hands and took a little bit of shitty damage. Most damage with Mom's Knife is shitty damage, though. Speed down. 2 speed down pills. Really good is the Lost. Nothing useful there, so we'll restart again. We've got to be at like minus maybe 50 or 60 by now, I think. Sister Maggie, not good enough. If we're only going to do one more run, if we're going to commit hard to one run, it has to be a better item than Little Chad, Little Chub. In this room, really the only thing that does it is 9 lives. I'll fight just in case we get a telepills or something, or a teleport card, because Contract from Below is not that bad, but not that bad as the Lost. Really good as any other character, of course. Just waiting for an adjacent item room. I know I said I would do the next one, but my finger was already holding down the R key. I had some inertia. Okay, what about this one? Curse of Darkness, Goat Head. Goodbye. You know what? I got a good feeling about this one. I got a good feeling about that Isaac's room. I got a good feeling. That tonight's gonna be a half-decent night. Stay at home and beat the Lost tonight. 'Cause at this age, it doesn't matter if it's a Saturday night. Can we please end your life? That's not a lyric. Well, I mean, it's not a lyric to that song. Ah! Okay, keep going. This still does not count as an honest try. I am honest in my tries, but we haven't had one that I would describe as an honest try. Fine by me. Take me out, saves me from holding down the R key myself. When we get to 40 minutes, if we still have not had an amazing pickup, we might as well take the bombs in case there's like blue fires in here. But we will just take whatever run is most available to us. You know, we'll take our item and we'll start. We're getting into that time zone here. I really expected we'd be better off by now. Rotten Baby is good enough. We've proven it. This is our last run. Commit unless we die on this floor. Oh, you flippin' planeswalker. I hate you. I hate you for this one. But I guess if we just stay far enough away, Rotten Baby will take care of most of this stuff for us. Rotten Baby is so good. People are going to say, whoa, Rotten Baby's really the item you commit for there? We have a track record. We have a sample size of 1, but we have won with Rotten Baby as our first item as the Lost. Rotten Baby is more than capable of carrying us to the first deal with the devil, where we can get carried further. It also benefits from every damage upgrade we get. It benefits from Hive Mind and all that stuff. It's a beautiful item. I think it's a borderline take as the Lost, like as your first item. But since we've done it before and I love it and it's great, we are going to do this. And this is going to be our honest-to-goodness try. I don't have stuff to do. I'm not going to throw this run, you know, and try to get myself intentionally killed so I can go out, you know, partying or something like that. I'm sitting at home. I'm going to beat this run. I'm going to at least give it my honest-to-goodness best effort. And especially if we die in a acceptable way, I will not be salty at all. I think we gave it the old college try. If we die in a stupid way, I will be a little displeased. But this is a really good opportunity to kind of wipe the bad taste of the streak ending out of my mouth. And that's the reason I like it. You know, the Lost, a little bit of a palate cleanser. And if you win, it gets your confidence up right away. It's like, you know, first you don't succeed. Dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. You get the idea. Rotten Baby, no knockback on those flies, so it's making pretty short work of Gurglings. We get a speed upgrade, which is good, and our pill we'll take on the next floor in the hopes of it being... Good question. I was trying to use it maybe on the next room in case it's... Ooh, you like that? That dodge has me feeling a little bit more confident. Try to use it on the next room. Maybe it's explosive diarrhea, I guess is what I'm thinking. Oh, I can see forever. I'm really glad we saved it for this floor. That's a free curse room for us. Get ready, because there could be spiders. Okay, we got bombs. So no fear. 2 pills. Full health. And then we'll save this one. Now let's just use it. Balls of Steel. Good. They suck for us. But at least they were not, like, you know, downgrades. All we gotta do, it doesn't even matter if we know, or if we can hit the enemies. We just keep firing. And our rotten baby flies will do a lot of the work for us. Lust is fine because we got caffeine pill. Probably would have been fine regardless, but it's especially fine because we have caffeine pill. Don't want anything but pill. Yeah, that's not a good pill, but we can live with it. Because of rotten baby. But yes, I wanted the pill because what good does poison touch do me in like 9 times out of 10 as the lost? Basically nothing. Okay, rotten baby, you do need to hit the enemy at some point. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day. Good. HP upgrade. Not good, but an upcoming deal with the devil. This is the whole reason we're waiting around to be carried. Crawl space? No. There we go. Are You a Wizard has expired. Been to our item room. Let's open one. That's a lot of money. Enough money to make good on our shop. No tinted rock. Okay. I'm feeling the groove. I'm in on this one. I don't know what the hell that means, feeling the groove. What does this mean, feeling the groove? You know, it's like a vinyl record. I'm in the groove right now. That's pretty hilarious for us. What do we have in here? Glue map is fine. We will also buy a key and go for broke with this golden chest back here. Crawl space. No, but a key and a bomb and a little bit of money. Okay. This is fine. They kind of rushed me a little bit there, but I can live with it. Doesn't matter that what we got from our shop, or what we got from our item room kind of sucked. All that matters is not dying on this, getting a deal with the devil, and even if it's not good, not losing morale. Because this is our rotten baby run. This is our chance. It's our shot at redemption. Okay, I got lucky, I think, to not get hemmed in against those guys. Could have been a lot worse. There we go. Just want to give ourselves good opportunity to... I like it when Monster's in the center, because we can pivot 90 degrees really, really easily and get into a safe spot. And it also has a little bit less displacement. That was scary. So it's really easy to get Rotten Baby's flies to aggro. Probably one more jump at most. 0 jumps, maybe. And this is it. This is important. We get HP up. Not useful. Dark Bomb. Not useful. But deal with the devil precedent. It's a start. Now, as we sit here at 42 minutes, I begin to believe that this is probably pretty close to the end of the world for us. If we lose on this floor, or if we don't get a deal with the devil on this floor, that might be it. We might have a chance on the next floor depending on what we can get from our other rooms, but this curse room in particular is a potential godsend. Every curse room has another chance for us to get 9 lives, and 9 lives is really the life giver here. We could lose a couple of lives on this floor easily. You know, one spider sneaks through our limited barrage, and then we run into trouble. But if we can just get 9 lives, then that's not the end of our life. That's not the end of our life. Okay, pop a bomb down there. We know our curse room's there. Secret room contains almost enough money to make the shop worthwhile. And then our curse room is full of spiders. I can't tell you enough, I can't convey accurately how sad this news makes me. We will now work on getting to this item room. It's of extreme importance. And it would be really nice if that was Holy Mantle. If not, we're kind of riding on the razor's edge here. Red chests. 1 golden chest. Interesting. These enemies are the worst, man. They're fast, they can rush you down, and they shoot out at, like, multiple angles. Those guys are the real killer here. Let's look for a magic mush, shall we? Wow, that was an unexpectedly good haul. We can use Liberty Cap. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I Found Pills is fine. It's as useful as a health upgrade for us now. Let's let that sink in. Full health is as useful as I Found Pills. Let's throw down another bomb. I think that would have gotten 3 in its earlier position, but okay. I see how it is. If I get killed by a Dark Bomb Spider, I'm gonna be so mad, man. Another pill. I Found Pills. I think it's worth it because we really, you know, yes, though the pill game is feast or famine, but we really, if we're going to win as the loss, we need to feast anyway. We got to at least make it down to the depths. We got to at least give ourselves the chance at a 3rd floor deal with the devil before we sign off on this run altogether. That was a little closer than I'd like it to have been. Robo Baby 2.0 is bad. Not good enough, at least. Ah, this is a little scary. We can drop a bomb. We should save one for our shop, just in case there's something of surprising value. Come on. Flies have got to kill something. We sneak one in there? Nope. Where's my Robo Baby at? He's living in like a different world here. Okay, there we go. We got them all knocked down. Oh my god, we almost didn't kill that one. That is remarkable. Is it the last one? Hey, not so bad. Okay, one bomb here. That didn't get all of them, but that's okay. No shop. Starter deck. Starter deck is worth it. Cards, their benefit exists. You know, pills, those are wonky. Joker. Strength. Strength gives us extra damage, extra DPS at least. We might as well give it a shot. Against double Gemini? Sure, why not? The strength card might be valuable later, but it's also sort of valuable now. So I'm not worried about the regular Geminis. I'm worried about the little baby Geminis. If possible, I'd prefer not to fight two of them at once, but Rotten Baby's really honed in on that one. Luckily, our speed is high enough to stand a pretty good chance to get out of the way here. They've got to be close. Yeah, this guy can't have much HP left. Okay. Please deal with the devil. Oh, man. And super bandage? So we're down to our 4th floor without really too many valuable items. Rotten Baby, that does not mean you. You are my rose. You are my rose. We had really good damage on that fight. Not just the strength card, I think, but the Liberty Cat maybe had a magic mush or fat odd mushroom. Not sure which one, but I'll take what I can get, honestly. Alright. Now this floor, we got like, assuming we live, we got a 75% chance of the boss fight. Or of the deal with the devil, I should say. No way to get around this room. I don't think we really need to worry about second secret rooms as the lost. They're not likely to be as valuable. It's fucked up, but I actually think Robo Baby 2.0 is like our best ally here. And he did quite a lot of good work for me. Just pull him back because he's got the piercing shots. Bomb. Here's that secret room. Okay, we did choose the right direction to get into our item room, and it would, again, be extremely helpful if this was not garbage. Like, we're dealing with a run right now that is, like, okay if we were not the Lost. As the Lost, it's pretty bad, and definitely Bob's brain does not help. That just makes things a lot worse. That compounds a lot of problems, and doesn't offer the right archetype for a solution for us. But I do feel that this Rotten Baby play gives us a chance. Wheel of Fortune. Should have gotten that earlier, unfortunately. I feel like this Rotten Baby pickup does give us a genuine chance of at least beating the boss on this floor. Whoa, red fire. Okay. We didn't die. This is more along the lines of an honest chance. This will be our last run. You know, one way or the other. Yeah, sweet. What do you got for me? Nothing? Oh, awesome. Amazing. Another great payout from Dark Bum, everybody. These guys are quick. Okay, you know what? Robo Baby 2.0. This is where these are the only enemies that you're likely to help me with, but I appreciate it. Now this room's scary. Ooh, okay, we're good. Just scared about the dodge there. Hilariously, we're actually on pace for boss rush. Take him out. Oh no! Oh, the knockback. I thought I was doing pretty well. All right. Well, we're going to come back with random runs for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the run. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.